businesses or business owners, if you wish to relocate to New Jersey, please see me after the meeting. Sorry, guys. Please see me. We have some great incentives. Again, I just want to say thank you and good morning. Having received my early education in public schools and after years of carefully listening to my constituents, many of whose children suffer the poorest odds of the likelihood of success in their lives as they underperform in these very schools, I am well aware of the challenge presented with children who come to school from homes where families greatly struggle to get by day to day. Rather than accept a future of financial despair, lowered expectations, and dashed dreams for these children, I have personally vowed, since coming to the Assembly, for solutions that offer real hope that knows no partisan boundaries and that allows poor children a very reasonable opportunity to learn and achieve in their lives. It's funny when the moderator stated that it took me 4 months, where I had a bill and Governor Christie, who was here last night, signed it into law. And now I'm having some struggle, and I see why, with this Scholarship Opportunity Act. But I'm a fighter, and I'm going to continue. To that end, I recently agreed to become the primary sponsor of the Assembly version, it's A2810, of Senate Bill number 1872, known as the Opportunity Scholarship Act, in partnership with the primary Senate sponsors, Senator Raymond J. Lesniak, and I believe Thomas Keene was here also yesterday. I'm not sure if he's still here, but they were actually the primary at the Senate level. I am diligently working to ensure the Act receives the full support of my esteemed colleagues in the Assembly. I can tell you that this week I'll be sending to my colleagues the third, sort of a compassionate, persuasive letter to get them to support this bill. What is the purpose of the Opportunity Scholarship Act? Among other things, the Act creates a 5-year pilot program to provide tax credits to corporations, which contribute funding to the nonprofit organizations that in turn provide scholarship to low-income children who attend a chronically failing school or not public school to pay tuition at a district or out-of-district public schools, or in district or out-of-district non-public schools located in New Jersey. This bill, and if I could just for a second, improves the outcome of our most vulnerable children, saves more in reduced public school spending than it loses in tax credits, and is budget neutral to the state taxpayers for this pilot program, contributes to urban revitalization by attracting residents and driving up property values, enables more families to take advantage of a wide range of education opportunities, especially through policies targeted to students in low-performance schools and or from low-income families, encourages competition between public, private, and parochial schools, and it forces the public schools to improve if they are to retain their students, increases the demand as well as the revenues for private and parochial schools, allowing financially struggling schools to remain open and leading to the establishment of new schools. This bill is no different than providing subsidies for preschools run by religious organizations, provides same level of standardized testing of students as public schools. In short, the Act creates a scholarship option for poor, struggling school children with no added burden to New Jersey's taxpayers. Additionally, the Act creates, as I said, a 5-year educational innovation pilot program, which will award competitive grants to chronically failing schools to support their efforts to improve the students' academic performance. The two-pronged approach is consistent with our state's proud tradition of collective commitment to equal and excellent education opportunity for all our children. The Opportunity Scholarship Act is quite simply a pro-child initiative, which I believe every teacher and school administrator, whether public or private, supports and values highly. Indeed, we have many great school districts in New Jersey that teach our children well. However, we must confront the reality of the children we have failed. thousands of students drop out of school by age 14. In some school districts, there has been a pattern of chronic failure that has occurred over years, even decades. It is our collective responsibility to be fair and creative, to think outside of the box, to empower the parents of children and fellow schools to choose schools that will best serve the needs of their children and provide a quality education. How many children will benefit from the scholarships provided under the Opportunity Scholarship Act? It is estimated that awarded scholarships will assist between 2,500 and 3,800 children in the program's first year, 5,000 to 7,600 in year 2, 7,500 to 11,400 in year 3, 10,000 to 15,000 in year 4, and 12,000 to 20,000 in year 5, representing about 1 or 2% of the nearly 1.4 million public school students in New Jersey. The success of other states that have implemented a similar scholarship program funded by corporate tax credits has affected a remarkable turnaround for many of these states' most vulnerable children. Parents choosing, I'm going to have to give a lot of credit to this person who was actually videotaping, Angel Cordero. He's been really in the forefront, not just in Camden City and South Jersey, but the entire state, and even our good governor has given him an award of being really proactive in saving our children in New Jersey. You know, he has a statement that we are killing our children's future. If you really think about that. You know, and I have been confronted with unions, and I would ask them, you know, you are the experts. We have taken, if not years, if not decades, that we have failed our children. We have killed our children. They're having a bright future. They're providing a quality education. And you know, it's sad when they can't even provide an answer or some answers or solutions to say, we're going to work with you, particularly those failing schools. And you know, I do have a passion. I think it's a moral obligation. It's a civil rights issue that we have to really respond to. It's not just one child. You know, we talk about thousands and thousands of our children that we have failed. And I think we have an obligation, especially us as legislators, you know, taking these challenges, taking these risks. I think it's will be beneficial in the long run. Either, you know, I get elected or reelected. That's not the issue. My issue right now is saving these children. And I can tell you that, you know, having these parents come to the office and seeing their tears, I think we have an obligation. Whatever we, you know, if it's the voucher, the charter, or even scholarships. So I just want to end it by that and saying that you have a friend in New Jersey, and I'll do my very best to persuade and convince my colleagues that this is the right thing to do. Thank you.